All right, so Taj, the Celtics win Game Three of the Eastern Conference Finals, 117 to 106. They led by as many as 20 points, and they led for the entire game. Miami did cut it close with they brought it down to five. I think it was like with 2 minutes left, but Boston
Yeah.
they closed out the game. Boston was led by Tatum and Brown at both. Tatum had 25 points and Brown had 26 points, and Smart and Kemba Walker added in 20 points as well. And Gordon Hayward returned. He played pretty good. He took some of the defensive pressure off of Kemba Walker. He played 30 minutes tonight. Not much on the offensive end from him though. And on the Miami side, Bam Adebayo had 27 points. So what do you make of this game three win?
Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward. Gordon Hayward. This game was all about Gordon Hayward. I know Hayward only had 6 points, but the defense, Hayward arguably played the best defense out of any Celtics today. I mean, he was guiding Jimmy. He was switching on pick and roll sometimes. They even had him on bomb. He was shedding. He's on Tyler Hero, Duncan Robinson. Like, he was on everybody, and he just played terrific defense. He had a few steals as well. How many steals he had? Let me check it out. He had 2 steals. He had 3 steals, as a matter of fact. 3 steals by Gordon Hayward. That's something we needed. We weren't turning the ball over. Well, Miami won at 9 turnovers last game, so we obviously wasn't stealing the ball as we should. We would have 3 steals, 4 assists. That's what we needed. Like I've been trying to do. We don't need Hayward to come back, score 20 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. We just need somebody to take that ball handling load off of Kemba and off of Tatum, because they on pure ball handlers. Kemba's a 2 guard. Tatum is a forward. He's a forward, but he can handle the ball. But his handles isn't as tight in order for him to be the actual initiator. And Hayward played great today. So I think this game was all about Gordon Hayward. Yes, Tatum dropped 25. JB was huge in this game. I mean, he was aggressive coming out the gate. He scored like 20 points throughout the first 3 quarters. He was aggressive the whole game. And that's what I like to see from JB. I don't like him in the corner waiting for the pass, shooting 3. It's like he is freaking Klay Thompson or something. I like to see him drive, and he's probably the most athletic guy on the court at all times, if we're being honest. He's probably the most athletic guy on the court, at least in the start lines for all these teams. So, I mean, Celtics came out, they played huge today. I mean, they came out aggressive. Kemba coming back. Kemba got to be coming back. I mean, 21 points, 50% shooting. This the Kemba Walker we needed. We've been missing Kemba. I've been telling you. Throughout the whole playoffs, we've been playing without Kemba Walker and Gordon Hayward, because Kemba was on the court, but he wasn't doing nothing but negatives for us. I mean, he was terrible on defense, terrible on offense. It was like he was just killing us. But, I mean, he came out and he shot the ball great today. It looked like he's out of that slump. So, I mean, the Celtics played great today, and it's a series again. I mean, a lot of people are these guys going down 3-0, but 2-1, it's a real series, and we'll see how this thing goes moving forward, but the Celtics definitely have the momentum.
Yeah, definitely. This is pretty good. I like to see that Brad Stevens is going deep on the bench now. He giving a lot of guys extra minutes. Grant Williams, Brad Wanamaker, and even Enes Kanter. We haven't seen much of Kanter this entire playoff run for the Celtics, so that's good. That takes a lot of pressure off of the starters in terms of minutes. And Gordon Hayward obviously played 30 minutes tonight. But on Miami side, Taj, why the hell Jimmy Butler sitting on the bench for basically the entire fourth quarter? Like when
it was not the entire fourth quarter. Stop it. It was not the entire fourth quarter. He sat on the bench for the final 2 minutes.
When the Celtics
he sat on the bench
to 5, Jimmy Butler still sitting. Like what's going on? Like this, you need Jimmy Butler on the floor. That's the time when you need to get a stop. And they had a chance to put him in, and Eric Spoelstra still didn't put him in. I'm like, okay. Well, that's kind of weird. I don't know the reason behind. I don't know if he's injured or what, but he looked pretty fine to me. I don't know why they didn't put in Jimmy Butler, but on the Celtics end, I got coming down to that, and I was like, they might blow this lead, because I look up, 1 minute y'all up 20 points, and the next y'all up 10, and then next thing you know, the lead down to 5. But y'all did close out the game. We both know Miami is gonna make a run, and unfortunately, that run did just happen in the fourth quarter, and y'all did a good job with closing it out. But Gordon Hayward was good for y'all today, because he definitely took a lot of pressure off Smart and Kemba, like you said. He played 30 minutes. That was shocking to me, and this is first game back, and this is good for him because I think Stevens played him 30 minutes because you guys got like 5 days off. So, he could play a lot of minutes and then he's going to be soft in this game. And he got a lot of time to really get his legs back with the 5 days rest. But this is a series now. This game 4, arguably, whoever wins game 4, I think this will determine the series because if you guys win game 4, now the series is tied 2-2. But if you guys lose, then you go down 3-1. And you don't want to go down 3-1 because then you basically fighting for your lives for the next 3 games, and you'll have to win 3 straight in order to win the series. But if you guys tie the series at 2-2, then it's anyone's ball game. You know what I mean? Like 2-2, that's like is anyone's game right now. The series would reset. So I feel like game 4 will be the biggest game. It'll be the biggest game of the series.
I'll tell you why Jimmy Butler was on the bench. Did you see Jimmy Butler this game? Let's be honest. Other than them showing him on the bench, did you see Jimmy Butler in this game?
Yeah, but
Jimmy Butler played 37.
Just play on
No.
the bench.
Listen to what I'm saying. Jimmy Butler played 37 minutes. He played 37 minutes, and the only time you saw him was when he was on the bench. Yes, he scored 17 points. That was the quietest 17 points I've ever seen in my life. I thought Jimmy Butler had like 6 points. I looked up. This guy got 17 points. I didn't see Jimmy Butler this entire game. And even announcers were saying that Jimmy Butler, he was like almost a non-factor in this game. I don't even know where he get these points from. I love to look probably at the highlights, but I didn't see him this entire game. He wasn't aggressive at all. He wasn't playing terrific defense because guys were just blowing past him. I don't know. He looked out of it today. I think he was on the bench because, like you said, we did have a big lead, and we usually see teams do that when another team has a big lead. We saw Denver do it yesterday. When a team has a big lead, they put their stars on the bench, and the bench usually brings the lead back down. Like, we always see that when teams have big lead. I think he was just on the bench because, I don't know, he might have tweaked something today. Like I said, he didn't look like himself. He wasn't as aggressive. He wasn't as talkative as he usually is. I don't know what's going on with him. We'll have to see. He probably has some reports. He probably pulled something. And we already had a big lead. So I guess Poacher was like, well, we don't want to rest anything. It's team's going to be 2-1. These guys are big lead. Let's just close out. I mean, yes, we were up like, 16 points in the fourth quarter, and then you saw the lead cut down to 10, cut down to 8, and then we went back up by like 11. That usually happens in the playoffs. Like, teams have this big lead, and they just kind of cool off. We see that with every team. They just kind of cool off, and then when the time is right, they turn it back on, get a couple of points just to close the game. You know what I'm saying? But Celtics were in control this entire game, and what I saw from Brad Stevens is, if you realize, the Celtics played zone defense like half of this game. Like literally, we haven't seen the Celtics play in zone. I don't think I've seen that at any time this entire season. I've watched a lot of Celtics game. I didn't see them play zone much, but they played zone for about 50% of the possessions in this game, especially when the Heat were coming from sideline timeouts. Celtics went to zone, and I think that kind of messed up with the Heat offense a little bit. Yes, Bam Adebayo had 27 points, but we made it hard for him today. Instead of those easy pick and rolls he was getting down to the rim, we see Brad Stevens bring on Grant Williams to have a little more quicker feet at that big, other than Theis. So I think that kind of Bam could have easily had 40 points today. People see you have 20 points, but I mean, they were feeding Bam like almost every possession. The Celtics disrupt a lot of their pick and rolls. Like, he could have easily had 40 points, but Celtics disrupt a lot of their pick and rolls. So, and that was great for me to see. Jay Crowder, he went 2 for 10 from 3. Crowder is the best shooter in this series. Like statistically, he's shooting 50% from 3-point. I don't. This entire playoffs, he's shooting 50% from 3-point. I haven't seen anyone do that in a long time. He went 2 for 10 today. I hope that's a sign of him cooling down. Like, I really do as a Celtics fan. Gragic 2 for 10, and you see, I would what Brad Stevens did. He put Smart on Gragic, and he moved Kemba to Crowder. Because you see, Gragic was really going off. Gragic was throwing like 20, 29 points in the first 2 games, but he put Smart on Gragic. That kind of slowed him down. And then he had JB on Bam, and then Hayward on Jimmy. I like that defense, like because you could switch everything when Hayward is on the court, and then with Hyden, Kemba, and Crowder, Crowder's only going to get what they give him. Crowder's not the guy to put the ball on the ground and drive to the rim. So just having Kemba there, just, just throw your hands up when he catches the ball. He's only going to shoot when he gets the ball. So just stay in front of him. I think that's a better job from Kemba than having him running around Dragic, running through screens and trying to block step backs. So Celtics made some pretty good adjustments this game. He's going to come next game with their adjustments. We know how they go. These are two of the top 5 coaches in the league. He's going to adjust, and I like to see how the Celtics respond next game.
Yeah. About your Crowder point, Crowder will not shoot 50% for the rest of the series. This is more like what he is. He's 10 points. That's him. That's who he is. And
he's cooling off. He's cooling off.
Yeah, to your point about back to the Jimmy Butler point. Even we saw in game 2, he got those 3 steals coming down the stretch when there was like 2 minutes left, and that's what the Heat needed. Like when they cut it down to 5 and 7 points, they, with the time running down, you don't need to be fouling. Okay, yeah, like you foul like if you can't get a steal. I feel like Jimmy Butler at least helped on the defensive end and helped to put more pressure when you guys inbounding the balls and what's not. You guys still probably, more than likely would have won the game, but it's just kind of weird to me that he was sitting on the bench for those final minutes. And yeah, I feel like Smart is gonna really affect Goran Dragic on the, just in terms of scoring. I think Dragic will still probably the Heat will make adjustments. They'll come back and they say, okay, now we see what the Celtics bring in. Now they know what to expect going forward with Gordon Hayward being back, and it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I feel like whoever wins Game 4 is most likely going to win the series.
Do you think they move Hayward to the start lineup or keep him on the bench?
I feel like they'll probably.
Let's just say about Game 5. Let's say it's Game 5. It's 2-2. Do you think Hayward comes in the start lineup?
Probably not.
I don't think he needs to. I think we've been rolling with the style lineup, and I don't think it'd be right to demote Smart back to the bench after how terrific he's been playing. If anyone who needs to go on the bench, probably Kemba, because Smart is just playing out of his mind right now, and I don't want to disrupt his flow. But yes, Hayward on the court. You see Theis minutes decrease, and two things I want to point out. Theis, come on, man! Every game you in foul trouble. Come on, man. We've played 14 games so far in the postseason. You fouled out of 3. You easily could have been fouled out of this game. Come on, every game you can't be in foul trouble, man. I know it's hard. He's not as athletic. He's not as athletic. But if you watch a game, he gets silly fouls. It's not like he's fouling guys going at him trying to tear off his head, and he's just trying to. No, he's getting silly fouls. He just needs to stop that. And then Kemba. Please stop turning the ball over at the end of the game. If you realize, it was Kemba possession that cost. It was like 1:30 left. We were up probably about 8 points. Yeah, and Kemba turned the ball over, and then he came down and shot a 3, and that brought it back down to 5. And I'm like Kemba, these turnovers, last game we had 3 turnovers in the fourth quarter. The game before they got 3 in the fourth quarter. We see another costly turnover today that could have turned the game sideways. I don't know. He just needs to take better care. He just needs to take better care of the ball, pass it a little bit more on the foot. He just dribbling out in the foot. I don't know. It just hurts me to see him turning the ball over late in the game like that. I've been seeing it too much. I just hope pass the ball. At least
the possession, I think it was 2 possessions before that when they cut it down to 10. He had I think he was one of the guys that hit a big 3 to start.
He hit a big 3. It was coming.
So yeah. So I mean, he probably felt like he had it going, and he probably got a little bit over aggressive. But yeah, he got a pass the ball. But I give him a pass because he hit a 3. Recently before that possession.
Yeah, like I said, he is really playing better these past 2 games than he's been playing the entire postseason. So I'm going to give him a pass for that tonight. But like I said, the game could have went sideways. That was a costly turnover. Just dribble the ball, just pass it, just keep passing. There's only a minute 30 left. You don't have to drive with 20 seconds left on the shot clock and end up turning the ball up. That's all I have to say. But like I said, it was a pretty good game. We won't have game 4 until Wednesday. That's 4 days from now. These teams are going to be well rested. They're going to watch a lot of film. We're going to see a lot of adjustments. And I think game 4 will be a dogfight. Like you said, game 4 is going to be the most crucial game of the series because either the Celtics go down 3-1 or they tie 2-2, and they probably get the momentum. So it's going to be a dogfight next game, and I'm going to be excited to watch.